I'm Nick Betancourt, and I'd like to welcome you to Design District TV. In this edition, we're going to be going over what Art Basel is to Miami. Art Basel Miami Beach started in 2002, and it takes place every December, where it marks the gathering place of the creme de la creme from all around the world and features 300 galleries, their art, artists, celebrities, and partygoers. For this edition of Art Basel 2014, I'm really excited to be able to take you guys a behind-the-scenes look as to what goes on. We're going to be going to some of the most exclusive parties, we're going to meet some of the celebs, we're going to talk to some of the artists, and we're also going to talk to some of the gallerists. Our first stop is at the Icon Building south of 5th, and this building was designed by the legendary Philippe Starck. But tonight's party should be very fun in the sense that we're going to be talking to some of the artists, we're going to check out their works, and we're going to have a couple of drinks.
Tonight we're at the Icon south of 5th for the kickoff party to Art Basel. This is the first of one of many stops that we're going to be having this week. I'll invite you guys to follow me, and we come downstairs and we'll meet some of the artists that are going to be featured here tonight. We are with Ruben Robierb and his show at the Icon South Beach. So can you tell me a little bit about your art and what goes into it?
Yeah, my new show is based in how people deal differently with the emotion, with their own emotion. And for me, the big icon that represents our emotions, it is our heart. And that is why I figured it out. Then the icons which regulate our daily life, regulate our emotions too. And that's why I come up with that show.
Very interesting. And then, now tell me a little bit about the medium and the stuff that you use to create your pieces.
I work with really different mediums, and one of the ones who are more successful, it is definitely the diamond dust. The diamond dust is incredible, the light effect the diamond dust have.
Do you have any other shows that you're doing for Art Basel as well?
Yes, I have a show at the Context Art Fair. I bring some heart and some butterflies. They are in diamond dust, and it's a really special technique.
So we're here with Ramon Aular, and we're taking a look at some of your fine pieces. And I wanted to ask you, where do you get your inspiration from for your artwork?
Actually, life. You know, life inspires me so much. I feel like I'm very blessed to everything that I have, and my everyday, I think that I have a rich life. It's not about money, it's just all the blessing that I have. And I always define my artwork with the colors that I feel that are inside myself. So I would say the goal is a life that, the goal represents my life, and the colors are like what is inside myself.
So that was a really fun party. We had a great time, and we got to see some very interesting work. I personally loved the diamond dust. I wouldn't mind having one of those hanging up on my wall. But now that we've finished up with our first night, now we're going to go to our second stop, and we're going to check out Art Miami in Midtown. Art Miami is the #2 largest contemporary art fair in the US.
We're here for yet another day of art. We are today at Art Miami, and we're experiencing some of their more contemporary galleries, then different sorts of variations on art that varies from something you'd see this year from an up-and-coming artist to something historical like a Renoir or a Monet. Last year, they actually experienced 72,000 visitors. Let's see how many we'll see today. Why don't you tell me, what inspired you to get into art?
Okay. Can I interview you? Hi, this is Sherry Powers, and I want to ask you, where did you get that jacket from? Okay, so now I'm going to let you interview me.
Now, tell me a little bit about your work, because I like the whole iconic aspect of it.
Right. I think what happened is, I've been painting for a long time, and I've worked with some great painters, from Andy Warhol to Salvador Dali to just incredible people, Kenny Sharp, and I've always been sort of painting, but never showed anybody my work. So about 6 months ago, I decided that I would, so I really set up shop. I think what I call my work is sort of neo-pop expressionism.
Right.
There's a great story behind everything that I've been painting. My Jim Morrison's, I was a friend to Jim's.
Were you with Morrison when he got arrested?
Yes. Yes. It was a concert at Dinner Key Auditorium in Coconut Grove, and he was upset because the promoter didn't pay him all the money he was due. And so he started to sing this one song, and then got mad, jumped into the crowd, and somewhere somebody said that he did what he did, and they arrested him for obscene and lewd or something behavior. And Larry King, which is a little different, he also got arrested in Miami for embezzlement. And I've been on his show 3 or 4 times, so I wanted to do Larry, and we did. Creativity is looking at everybody and making all those little segments you.
So we're here with Nick Korniloff, and he is the director and producer of Art Miami.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about the beginnings of Art Miami?
Well, I have a long history with Art Miami. Before I was one of the owners or the director of it, I used to run the Miami Beach Convention Center, and it was the first show, the first day that I worked there, that I walked in on. So come full circle, 20 years later, I'm now an owner and a director of the fair. It is a very strong emotional attachment to me, and we have our best edition yet this year, celebrating 25 years.
And I mean, I know that it's constantly growing, but what kind of numbers are you expecting this year?
We think we'll top over 80,000 people in attendance. The season and the request for the art market here in Miami to come to Miami, to get a VIP pass, to be a part of this week's excitement, which is Miami Art Week, has been huge. So last year we exceeded 75,000. We think we'll get well over 80 this year.
This was a lot of fun, and it was a little nerve-wracking to actually have Jerry Powers interview me. But this event hosted by Maserati will last the entire week, but just keep in mind, I took you to the VIP preview. So now, after leaving Art Miami, we are headed to the ICA.
We're at the ICA Miami grand opening, and this is a huge deal for the Design District because this is the first time that there's actually a museum in the Design District. And the Design District lately has become a hotbed for all things luxury and all the luxury boutiques. But before we go any further, I gotta get a drink.
My name is Alex Gardenfeld. I'm the Chief Curator and Deputy Director of the new ICA Miami in Miami's Design District.
What kind of things do we have that we can look forward to from the ICA?
ICA Miami is the only museum in Miami dedicated to the most experimental, cutting-edge, scholarly exhibitions of our time. It's an exhibition venue dedicated to quality, rigor, catalog publishing, talks, education programs. We have Dash across the street. We're a museum that reaches an incredibly wide variety of people, both during the week of Art Basel and throughout the year.
One of the really good things about the opening of the ICA in the Design District is that it actually adds a new art component to the Design District. So it's not just your high-end luxury shopping, and it's not just the eating, but now you actually get to take in some more art and some very interesting and intellectual contemporary pieces that they offer. So far, we've attended 2 exclusive nights of Art Basel 2014. Please stay tuned to Design District TV on the Beach Channel for more.